The Minnesota Timberwolves just traded Karl-Anthony Towns for Jaylen Brown. Okay, no, that's not a real life. It's a rebuild we're doing right now. Boston Celtics, Karl-Anthony Towns rebuild. Let's get into it. And as always, please make sure that you check out the channel, drop a like, and subscribe to the channel. All that stuff is greatly appreciated. But this is what the Celtics roster looks like that we are working with. We got Jason Tatum, Karl-Anthony Towns, Kemba Walker, Marcus Smart. So basically the trade I did was Cat for Jaylen Brown and Tristan Thompson. I had to throw Thompson in to get the money to work a little bit better because it wouldn't go through straight up. I think Cat's definitely a better player than Jaylen Brown, but Jaylen Brown has been playing out of his mind this year. That's great to see. But Cat is a top 3 center. They're very, they're generally pretty close in, the value, I guess. But the Celtics need a center, and we're going to try and get him a top center in the league, not just some mid-tier center. We got him a top center, but we had to pay the price of giving up Jaylen Brown. Obviously, I'm a Timberwolves fan. I would hate to ever trade Karl-Anthony Towns, but you got to do what you got to do in 2K, and that's what we're doing. And the first thing I'm going to do outside of this is trade Kemba Walker and try and get something good in return. And I'll do that by throwing in a first and a second-round pick and seeing what's in the trade market. Devin Booker would be very nice. We'd have to have a point guard, but I think we could manage getting a point guard if we got Devin Booker. I'm not going to bring in D'Lo and Beasley just because Cat's here. That just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think we are going to either go with Brogdon or Booker. I think we're going to go with Booker. We had to throw in an extra first to get that done. But, look at this starting line. They are not telling me Booker's coming off the bench from Marcus Smart. No way. Also, Jeff Teague has to be gone. We are trading Jeff Teague right now because there's no way I can survive watching Jeff Teague play basketball with Karl-Anthony Towns. I did it for a few years. It was only good for 1 season. We gotta change it up. Chris Dunn, backup point guard, also former Timberwolf. We're gonna make that deal. And now the starting lineup looks like this. Marcus Smart. Can I get him to be a point guard or what happens? He goes down to 79. I don't like that. What about Booker? You know what we could do? Oh, Jason Tatum is a small forward. Okay. Booker at the point guard's an 85. We could maybe do that. I might do that. I'm going to look and see what we have for trades for Marcus Smart. I know this. I don't really actually know how Celtics fans feel about Marcus Smart. I feel like some love him. I've seen some people that don't like him. But we're going to see what his trade value looks like here in the trade market just because if we do get a really good point guard, it would be good to have a point guard and have Devin Booker run the shooting guard for us. But it would have to be a really good point guard, I think. Better than Marcus Smart, not just some not good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really see that here. So I think we're going to stick with Marcus Smart unless we can throw our first this year with him, which we might be able to get something for that 2021 pick. But I still don't see a point guard. So I think that's all we're going to do is I think we're going to just leave it with Devin Booker there. I couldn't find a point guard to get, so we have Chris Dunn. They want Devin Booker coming off the bench for Chris Dunn. That is not happening. Chris Dunn doesn't need that many minutes either. I just got to round out this bench a little bit. You know what? We're going to probably put Chris Dunn at the small forward because we have Peyton Pritchard to be our backup, and that's fine. So I'll mess with the rotations more, but we got to put Chris Dunn at the shooting guard, and then we got to find a backup power forward. All right, Mike Muscala is the deal because Mike Muscala as a power forward, 1, I think that's his better position, and 2, I just think that he would work out pretty well. He's going to space the floor off the bench, and I think that would be pretty good. So let's see. Mike Muscala is a 75 already. He goes up to a 78. And this is the starting lineup now. Booker in there as the point guard. And then off the bench, we got Dunn, Muscala, Robert Williams, Galloway, and Pritchard. Let me make sure I don't have a ton of people on one-year contracts because I do like to trade people on one-year contracts sometimes just because it's hard to, I don't know. It's just difficult. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's difficult to have a bunch of players on one-year deals because you have to re-sign them. You get nothing back for them if they're not here. Daniel Tice is on a one-year contract. Galloway is on a 1 year. I'm okay with having Tice on a 1 year and Muscala on a 1 year. But I'm probably going to trade Galloway just to see if we can get a different small forward that's not on a 1 year deal. Or maybe has a little bit of value, not value, but potential to become a better player. TLC, that's not good enough for me. Matt Thomas, he's on a 1-year deal. Ben McLemore and Daniel House. I think I'm going to make this trade here. And then McLemore, does he go up if he goes to a small forward? I think he does. He goes to 76. Okay, let's go look at the rotation. This is what we got. I think this is what we're going to run. I'd like to upgrade this power forward with Tice, but we'll do it. Well, he's on a 1-year deal. Maybe we try and find a trade for Tice. I'll look, see if there's anything for Tice. If not, we'll just run the season as it is. So I actually did find a trade I want to make. Maxi Kleba. I think he's going to be a better fit next to Cat than Daniel Tice is. So that's the rotation we're going to run. I'm going to make sure that our system is good. Defense isn't like the best system because we have Devin Booker. I think we go 7 seconds. It doesn't work the best for Marcus Smart, but it works for everybody else. Brad Stevens, he's a good coach. He should be able to handle it. I'm going to simulate season number 1. We're going to see just how good this team is, but I'm pretty excited to see Jason Tatum and Cat play together. Season's over. Not the perfect season by any means, but we're second in the Eastern Conference, so here are all of the awards. I don't think we'll have any, but I'm feeling pretty solid about this team. So here are all of the all-NBA teams and everything like that. If you want to take a peek, go ahead. I'm not going to go through it. I don't see any Celtics anyway. But we are, like I said, the number 2 seed. We're going up against Orlando, but we got to check out the stats quick before we get into the playoffs. So Cat and Jason Tatum both averaged 24. Booker averaged 22. Pritchard next with 8. So we got to get some supporting pieces behind our star-studded trio. But we'll be okay. We should be able to do it. So we're going up against Orlando. Orlando looks like this. They're a fully healthy team, which is a lot better than they are currently. But let's simulate this round. I think we should be able to take them down. And we do so in 5 games. Now we have Philly. So we have a Cat versus Embiid, Ben Simmons versus, I guess, Jason Tatum probably series. And I like that a lot for us. I think we should be able to win this one. I might go game by game here, though. They take game 1. We take game 2. They take game 3. We take game 4. We take game 5. And we take game 6. And we are in the Eastern Conference Finals going up against Giannis and the Bucks, who are somehow the 4th seed. Who was the 1 seed? I must have missed it. But same Bucks team they have in real life. Oh, it was Brooklyn. That makes a ton of sense. I completely forgot about Brooklyn. But we take the first game. They tie it back up. We go up 2-1. Tied 2-2. They go up 3-2. And we're going to simcast these next games. See if we can make it to the finals or not. Pretty close game here. But actually, it's kind of getting away from us now. It was close when I tried to slow it down. So we end up losing and are eliminated from the playoffs. And the Bucks go on to play the Lakers and lose. So that was kind of a fast-running playoffs, but we almost made it to the NBA Finals. So we should be in a good spot for next year. Draft lottery, I think we traded our first-round pick, but maybe we didn't. No, we still have it. It's the 27th pick, but we do still have the pick. That's cool. We're going to sign Michael Williams to be our... I want to offer him more, actually. Can I do that? Okay, perfect. I think we're pretty good. Trainer, we're going to fire. We're going to bring in Donald Jones. And that's all we're going to do there. NBA draft. We'll see how it goes here. We don't have a great pick, but I guess we'll just see who we can get at 27 or whatever it is. So Jaden Springer is here, pick number 27. He looks like he was supposed to be ranked higher, so we're going to take him. Springer's a 71 overall. Not too bad for the 27th pick. We'll probably sign him, and I don't know what we're going to do in free agency, but we're going to figure it out. I'm accepting team options on all 3 of these guys. Chris Dunn does decline his player option. It is what it is. In free agency here, I need either a power forward or a shooting guard. I don't know how good of one, but we can get Chris Dunn back. Otherwise, we can try and find somebody else. I don't see anybody great. We can always make trades too. So I think we're just going to bring Chris Dunn back because I think he'll be solid for us. And other than that, who else are we missing? Mike Muscala. I don't know if we need to bring Muscala back. Let's go to the power forwards. Maybe somebody like a Rondae Hollis-Jefferson wouldn't be bad to bring in. We'll throw him a contract and make sure those guys come in. They do. And then who else could we try and bring in? Just as like another... Wesley Matthews on a minimum, we'll do that. And I think that's all we need to do there. So I'm going to check player progression and see how this team's looking. All right, so Jason Tatum is up to a 93. Cat stays at a 90. Devin Booker's up to an 89, where he was an 85 as a point guard to start last season. Robert Williams jumps up to an 80. That's cool to be the solid backup center for us, even though we don't need a great backup center behind Cat because Cat's going to play a ton of minutes. Pritchard's still a 76. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Other than that, I think we're doing pretty well. I'm going to send people to training camps. We'll get into next season and see if we can win a championship in year number 2. Time to rebuild this team for season number 2. Gonna just kind of try and get the bench a little bit better and then try to get somebody else into the starting lineup. Either to get Smart out or to get Kleber out, whichever position we can find a better player. Okay, so I'm going to make this trade because I think that the value is good where I can flip those guys and get somebody better. So we made that trade. We can always put Mitchell Robinson or Cat at the power forward. But I'm just going to see what type of trade value Drew Holiday has. Because if we get a good point guard for him, that would work out really well. All right, now look who's fallen into our lap. Markelle Fultz. He is going to be the new starting point guard for this team, which means that Devin Booker can go back to shooting guard, which is his natural position. And now our starting lineup looks like this, and I still have Mitchell Robinson, where I could put Cat at the power forward, have him be a 93 to join Jason Tatum. Or I could put Mitchell Robinson there, have him be an 87. But I think I'm going to try and trade Mitchell Robinson first, see what we can get for him. If we can't do it, we will make a position change and fill out this team. And what we're going to do is trade Mitchell Robinson for somebody that can actually shoot the ball in Chris Boucher. We'll get Langston Galloway to this team. And all of a sudden, we now have a team. I'm going to put Boucher at the power forward, by the way. And now all of a sudden, our starting lineup is elite. Look at the starting lineup. Beautiful. 82, 90, 93, 87, 90. Just can't get any better than that. This is what the bench looks like. We're going to trade Rondae Hollis-Jefferson now. Try and get a backup small forward. And we are good for the season. So I'm going to find a trade to get a small forward. And then we'll get into it. Dorian Finney-Smith is going to be our small forward. We will go ahead, switch his position to that. And he should go up like an overall or two, which is good. And rotation-wise, we're set. I think we're pretty good. You know, Pritchard, he should hopefully get better throughout the season. And then system-wise, I don't know what we're going to run. 7 seconds is 4 stars. So is balanced. Probably going to run balanced. I'm going to run balanced. We'll see how Brad Stevens handles that for season number 2 and see if that leads us to a championship. Season 2 is over. Here are the awards. Go ahead, pause if you like. Brad Stevens does win Coach of the Year. Any Celtics anywhere, I'm just going to do a quick run through, and I don't see anybody. Okay, so we are the 1 seed Eastern Conference. We are 69-13 on the season. Let's go check out these stats quick. So here are the stats for the season. We got 25.5 for Jason Tatum. Also, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Devin Booker with 23. Cat with 20 points, 10 rebounds. Markelle looked good. We actually have a better bench than we had last year, which is really important to winning a championship. So we got the Bucks again. I don't know how the Bucks are so bad here, but it is what it is. Let's simulate game by game because I'm kind of scared of Giannis. All right, I think we're good, actually. So let's just go with the round. All right, so we went in 6. Now we have Orlando. We obviously took Markelle Fultz away from them, but they're still pretty good. So let's go game by game here, see if we can't win this one. We go up 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, and we do move on. We're going up against the Charlotte Hornets now, who have LaMelo Ball, PJ Washington, and Andre Drummond with Gordon Hayward coming off the bench. Think we can beat this team. We take game 1 and 2. They take game 3 and game 4. We take game 5. Going to a game 7. Can we please go to the finals and not lose to a team that's worse than us? Thank you. We just beat them by 44 and we had to go to a game 7 against them. That's ridiculous. Here is the Warriors. They are good. They have Murray, Porter, and Jokic. It's pretty much all they need. Let's go game by game here. We take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. And do we get the championship in a sweep? We start out pretty well. Now they're coming back. We'll probably lose this game. Actually, we do come back in the 3rd and 4th quarters, and we win the championship in year number 2. Who is Finals MVP? I'm putting my money on Jason Tatum. It was Jason Tatum. Wow, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Really good stuff from Jason Tatum in the finals. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy this what-if scenario. Obviously, Cat did not get traded for Jaylen Brown, and I don't think that that trade ever does happen. But let me know your thoughts if that trade were to happen in the comments section below. Do you think it's fair value for either team? I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.